What's going on, y'all? This is JayyRedd Unfiltered. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Today, we are going to be discussing the Democrats versus the Republicans, and we're going to take a look at the difference. The reason why we're going to be doing this is because I've noticed that over the years, despite the fact that the black community in general has problems or issues or disdain towards the Republican Party and or people that like Donald Trump and all that. But then when you actually have conversations with them, you'll notice that their values don't actually align with the people that they support. So I thought it would be beneficial if we actually take a look at what the difference is politically and policy-wise, the difference between these two parties, and actually look at these issues and see if people will objectively be able to determine where they actually align or fall on most issues. That way, at least if you're going to vote against or be against what you actually align with, at least you know that you're doing so. With that being said, let's kick it off.
The differences between the political parties, Democrats and Republicans. This video will explain some of the essential differences between the two. Logos. The Democrats represent themselves with the donkey logo, which originated back in 1828 during the presidential campaign of Democrat Andrew.
They represent themselves with the ass. One of the stupidest, most stubborn animals. Okay.
Jackson. Jackson decided to use this image of a strong-willed animal on his campaign posters. The Republicans are represented by the elephant logo, which originated during the Civil War when the first Republican, Abraham Lincoln, was elected to the White House. The phrase "seeing the elephant" was an expression used by soldiers. Ideals. The Democratic...
So first, let's just look at that first. Because elephants, we know that elephants are one of the most intelligent animals in the animal kingdom. They're one of the most intelligent, most sophisticated animals of the animal kingdom. They have like crazy, insane memories. Like, would you rather be an elephant or would you rather be an ass? Let's just be real.
The Party believes in a strong government, in which the government has a more progressive approach to helping citizens of the United States. They are typically more liberal in their views on the rights of citizens. The Republican Party, however, pushes for a more limited and less controlling government. They take a more conservative approach to most rights of citizens. They promote citizens' individual rights to choose. The economy.
So, when we look at that, what you have over here is Democrats who believe that the government should be involved in your lives. This is breaking it down in a nutshell of what it is. This is not me being biased. This is what it is. They believe that the government should be involved in matters of your lives, such as marriage, who you can lay down with, who you can choose to serve as part of your business, who you can align with, what you can teach in your schools, what you have to learn, what you have to call people. These are the things. The government needs to be involved in everything. The government will keep us safe and protect us. The government will do more for us. Versus the Republican conservative standpoint is, well, I think that people should be the government itself should be the federal government should be involved as little as possible, and that individual states should be able to do and govern themselves how they choose to, according to how it works for their populace, right? Every state isn't the same. Every group of people isn't the same. So therefore, they should be able to do it the way they choose to, and in a way where it doesn't impose on the rights of other people. That's the key difference. The Democrats, they want government to impose. The Republicans want people to be free to choose. Not just to be able to do whatever they want, but within constraints.
Democrats push for a progressive taxation on citizens. This means that the higher a person's income, the higher their taxes should be, and the person that receives a lower income should be taxed less. They believe that everyone should have a job that pays enough to raise a family. Republicans support cutting taxes.
So basically the Democrats believe they believe in punishing people for making money. And I hate to say that, but that's what it is. They believe that in punishing people for making money, punishing people for producing results, and they want to equalize everything. They want to equalize everything, or but it's really equity. Is really what they're going after. It's not equal because you're penalizing one person for doing good and uplifting another person for not doing good. And that's essentially what it is. I mean, that's more my opinion on it. I'll be honest about that, but that's just what it is.
Whenever possible, without hurting the overall budget and the nation's debt. Republicans also support free market competition, entrepreneurship, such as starting your own business, and capitalism. They believe that every American deserves the right to own, invest, build, and prosper.
Which basically means everybody has the opportunity to get it out the mud and become rich. I'm just saying. Punishing people for getting money doesn't encourage them to want to make more money. Just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, you reward the people that are keeping the economy flowing, and guess what? They'll continue to keep the economy flowing.
Healthcare. Democrats support more federally funded healthcare programs. During his presidency, Barack Obama began the federally funded healthcare program called Obamacare, which ensured all citizens with access to affordable healthcare. Democrats also want to ensure that all citizens can pay for their healthcare expenses. Republicans support to keep healthcare private. This means that citizens are given choices on the healthcare provider that they would like to use. Healthcare providers compete with each other to provide affordable healthcare. Military. Democrats strongly believe that the production of nuclear material.
So, I mean, let's be honest here. Let's just be honest here, because when you look at it, you know what I mean? When you look at it from an honest perspective, right? Yeah, universal healthcare sounds good, but when you do that, the quality goes down, if that makes sense. When healthcares are competing and competing with each other to get the most benefits with the most, and maybe I'm completely misinterpreting what he just said, but when they're competing against each other for competitive rates, guess what? That benefits the people that are paying for health insurance. The only people that are benefited by universal health care are usually the people that don't have jobs or the people who don't have insurance. Meaning that they're the most risk. Meaning that the people that are paying for insurance have to suffer because of other people. Is that fair? I'm just saying.
Must stop. They would like to see that nuclear weapons worldwide be safeguarded, stating, "We need to find it, catalog it, and lock it away." They would like to reduce the nation's budget on military defense spending, and they believe that peace is achieved through worldwide relationship building with other nations. The Republican Party believes that the key to protecting America is maintaining a strong, traditional military. They believe that the country should have a strong and comprehensive defense system. Republican views on military are centered around the belief that strengthening the military will build a safer world and a better guarantee for peace. Gun control.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Nobody is gonna follow or support a weak military. The number one reason that we get the benefits that we do in the world and can go and do everything to experience the American freedom that we have is because there's power. It's because there's power. And without that power, guess what? You can't do what you want to do. You can't just go over here. You can't just go over here. You can't just do that. Like, you people don't understand. I'm telling you, strong military is essential. It's essential.
Democrats support policies that restrict and monitor gun control. Generally, Democrats oppose the right to carry concealed weapons in public places.
Nope, you lost me. Completely lost me.
Republicans want to limit the amount of gun control restrictions. They strongly support the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, as well as the right to carry concealed weapons in public places. Marriage. Democrats generally.
So basically, if you don't believe, if you don't believe that people should be allowed to bear arms and protect themselves, then yeah, you support the Democrats. If you believe that, then yeah, your views align. If you believe that people should be allowed to protect themselves, then guess what? Your views align with Republicans. I'm just saying, like, this is why I'm doing this. I need you guys to understand that you're not voting with what aligns with you.
Support same-sex marriage, although Democrats remain largely divided on the issue, as some only support civil unions between a man and a woman. Republicans support the constitutional amendment to ban same-sex marriage. They strongly support civil unions between a man and a woman. Abortion.
Now, that might be where it gets a little tricky. Should same-sex couples be able to do what they should same-sex couples be able to, let's see, how do I rephrase this? Should they be able to have the freedom to engage in same-sex relationships, right? Yes, you should have the freedom to do whatever you want, as long as you're not causing harm to other people, right? So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say, look, am I personally for it? No. But you should have the freedom. When you bring in marriage, that's a different thing. That's something different. I personally believe that marriage is a sacred bond between a man and a woman. That's where my views are. So at the end of the day, if you believe that same-sex couples should have the right to get married, then yeah, your views align with you have aligned with Democrats. But this is where it gets mucky, right? Because you have a lot of Christians who support the Democrats, when technically your views and your beliefs are more in line with conservatives or Republicans. That's the truth. Just something to think about.
Democrats generally support a pro-choice policy, which allows women to make their own choice when it comes to abortion. Republicans generally support a pro-life policy with an emphasis on promoting alternatives to abortion, such as adoption.
Yeah, they save the best issues for last, because these are usually where it gets kind of mucky. You know what I mean? The pro-choice versus the pro-life. You believe that women should have the right to murder babies. That is essentially what the question. I'm not gonna elaborate on it more than that. You should women be allowed to murder babies? Yes or no? Wherever you fall on that is who you align with.
Immigration. Democrats do not promote strict immigration restrictions. This means that there are less restrictions, allowing it for immigrants from other countries to move to the United States. Republicans promote strict immigration restrictions. This means that they support closed or tight borders and a thorough tracking system for foreign travelers. They support monitoring and regulating the amount of immigrants moving to the United States. Although Democrats and Republicans
Do you believe that people should just have the right to just freely come and go into the country as they please? Do you? It's just a discussion, guys. It's just a discussion. I just want to know because a lot of people they don't vote. They don't vote based off of what they align with. They vote off of what people are saying and what's in the news and the tabloids. I'm just saying. Where do you fall? Let me know in the comment section.